Okay, and guess what? Brother has got passport recently. You go on, so you need to repeat everything in present perfect. But you see, your pieces of information should be very unbelievable. In fact, what we are doing now, it's very okay, it's a true story. They say, guess what? I've seen Brad Pitt downstairs and he was drinking coffee, okay? So let's do it again, but now we are going to introduce Brad story, unbelievable story, in a chain form. Nice, you're the first one. Present perfect structure, guess what, I've seen, blah blah blah.
Okay, guess what? I've seen a ghost downstairs.
Nice, okay, so you repeat the same.
It's
just
like
so
what?
right? No, that's your idea. Yes, you repeat, you know, bread, it's just like a snowball. It should be very huge finally. The student who fails and who has forgotten everything should say, wow, let's start again, and should introduce the new sentence, okay? I don't think that you will give up. So your turn.
Nice to see a ghost downstairs. So what? I've seen a talking dog.
Okay.
Okay.
And a ghost and a talking dog. Yes, yes, yes.
So you've seen a ghost and a talking dog. So what? I've seen a talking cat.
No.
So what? You've seen a ghost, a talking dog and a talking cat, and I've seen they have played with each other.
Perfect.
So what? You've seen a ghost, a talking dog, and a talking cat, and you've seen them playing with each other, and I've seen them talking about us. Okay. So should you give up and say wow and start the new sentence?
I will start the new sentence.
Like then you say wow, and then it will be your turn to start the new sentence.
Absolutely the new one. Or
Absolutely the new one. We even changed the grammar pattern. So the first round was present perfect. So now you can introduce whatever you like. Start again. It should be absolutely brag, not real.
I'm going to talk to Brad Pitt tomorrow morning.
I believe you. Okay. So what?
So what?
I'm
going
To go on a date.
But in fact, you need to repeat the previous and then emphasize and say something else.
So you are going to meet with Brad Pitt tomorrow?
Yeah.
So what? I'm going to direct his new movie. So you are going to talk to Brad Pitt, you're going to direct his movie. So what? I'm going to eat bananas in Africa.
Okay, nice. Real bananas in Africa. Nice.
Okay, so what? You're going to meet with Brad Pitt, you're going to direct his movie, and you're going to eat bananas in Africa, and I'm going to eat bananas with Brad Pitt.
In Voronezh, somewhere in Linguist province. A real brag.
So you're going to meet Brad Pitt tomorrow morning. You're going to direct the film. You're going to eat bananas, and you're going to eat bananas with Brad Pitt. And I'm going to buy an island somewhere in the Pacific Ocean.
I think that we can stop. Yeah, and you see that this is a funny exercise to tune the students into the lesson, to highlight the grammar from the previous lesson, or probably just to pre-teach something new. Okay? It's funny, it's unbelievable, and it's called brag. B-R-A-G. Brag, chain story. Okay, so Christmas is coming, and I have got a surprise for you girls. But to introduce the new game, I think that I would like to rearrange you. Yeah? You are sitting in a chain where it's not really interesting. I need just to find a partner, and one person said without a partner. So I think that you see, Nina is coming. Where is Nina?
It's on the way.
So you need to sit back to each other. So find a partner. You may even move to the center of the class, okay? And sit back to each other. One person facing the screen, another backstage, okay? Please do it. Yeah, we just still believe that Nina will come in a minute. Yeah? But I think that, well, so both of you will need a list of paper and the pen. Hello. Okay, a list of of paper and you may even sit.
Oh, you prefer just to stand up?
Yes, but you may, it's up to you. A list of paper and a pen. Okay, and remember that one person facing the screen, everybody who facing the screen should see the screen, okay? You sure that you see the screen? Yes, okay. So Nina, come and lend a helping hand to Sarah and Karina. Okay? So the game is called Watchers and Writers. So the people who are standing and looking at a chart should watch a video, very famous video. In fact, it's Mr. Bean on Christmas time and Christmas turkey. The movie is without any words. So watchers, while you watch, you should dictate to the writers what can you see in the screen. And you use only one tense, present continuous tense. Okay? So the writers should write what you are dictating to them. Everything. So all the details.
I'm not writing.
Sorry? No, the people who are watching are only watching the movie, okay? And dictating everything that you can see on the screen to the people who are writers. They are writing what you are telling them at the same time. Absolutely simultaneously. And then I clap hands, you swap the roles, okay? Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, why not? Yeah, it's possible as well to work like that. So then I clap hands, you swap the roles. People who used to be watchers will be writers, okay? And then we're going to watch together the whole movie and contrast and compare whose versions are more detailed and whose. And then we're going to watch together the whole movie and contrast and compare whose versions are more detailed and whose versions are perfect. Okay? Are even better. So, ready? Okay, let's start.
So Christmas, I can see that's beautiful.
Running around, shaking his hands, jumping and having fun. He's going to the
He takes
he's taking one and showing to his teddy bears. And he's taking something out, a box out of
He's taking
he's taking a small thing
out of the stocking and there is something
there is
the
button. He's putting a button
the eye, he's putting a eye on the face and now he's happy. He's counting and choose three.
And he's taking one more thing.
Then she's taking another
He's filming it.
He's taking his bed. He's
Putting his hand inside. He's taking one more stocking. Red stocking. Okay, he's putting them on.
And then he's putting on the stockings, two stockings.
Alright, he's still putting his okay. Oh, okay. He's going to, or
now
somewhere
he's
behind
going to the
armchair
and
and taking something small out. Oh, okay. He's taking a
something
cookie
and then he
and putting it in the
finds something small and
and
small bag, a red bag,
placing it next to the hole.
piece of cheese under the bag.
Someone's got
Now we have
the
the
teddy bears
and the
sitting
teddy
on the
bear on the
chair.
chair, the teddy bear is wearing glasses.
Having some
No, Mr. Bean is holding something that you should crack, I think.
And while he's putting it on the table.
Okay, swap the roles. Quickly.
That's it.
Okay? Yes? Have you already done it, girls? Ready? Ready, steady, start. Go on.
Looking at the chair. He's checking the tap of the chair. The tap. Oh, he's having a turkey. He's putting it on the. What is that? He's playing with it. It's very funny. He's playing with his chicken. and he's
something inside.
He's studying with something. I don't know. Right? I don't know. And he's putting deep down the turkey. Deep into the turkey. And his watch. He's not taking everything out.
Trying to find the turkey.
Максим, садитесь. У нас видео. Садитесь куда-нибудь.
Oh, now he's teaching his turkey on his head. So you can hear some noises before speaking. He's trying to make a point.
Okay, he's going around the room.
Now he's going to the tower.
His
Didn't see.
Something was strange to start with.
Oh, she put in this Yeah. He's in the kitchen now.
He's trying to find
Drawer.
something.
Got the turkey on!
Okay, so listen, thank you so much, and now please, you may take your seats, writers and watchers, and I think that it was an excellent job. So what should you do right now? You need to contrast and compare your pieces of writing with the original video. So we're going to watch it again, and you just look, what have you written down? The thing is that you were using present continuous describing the events, but you can do it with different levels. Present continuous probably for elementary and for intermediate, or just intermediate, just at the very beginning. But you can use present perfect, you can use the direct speech or indirect speech, it depends on the level. So, okay, so now can you please exchange your writing pieces with the partners? What they have already written down and what you have already written. We're going to watch the video again. You read and you see whether your versions are the same, okay, or probably you misunderstood some episodes and you've written down something wrong. Okay? So let's okay, and probably here we'll stop watching. So what's the main idea of this activity? Okay, so who enjoyed working with watches and writers? Was it difficult? What's the main idea of this activity? Do you think that students will like it or not?
They would definitely like it. They start working in a team. They understand each other better.
Do you think it's difficult to write?
Yes, it's quite difficult.
For you, was it difficult to write? Okay, so because you were trying to write as many sentences as it is possible. Okay, what alternative variants of dealing with exercise can you introduce?
Maybe before watching, they could think and write one story together, and then see whose story. Yeah, before watching, and then see after this, after watching it, after co-watching it, and then before watching all the thing again, they can think of a story and then see whose story was the.
Okay, and if you deal with the elementary level or pre-intermediate, would it be a good idea to pre-teach some vocabulary before you start watching? Yeah? Okay, with elementary, because it's a difficult task. Even you were writing so fast, trying to catch the moments. Okay, what other alternative variants? You may stop and make pauses, okay? And then you give time to the students and they write and then swap the roles, contrast and compare the variants, and then you watch the whole episode. I've chosen this because Christmas time is coming. It's a little bit silly, of course, and not pets, but nevertheless it's fun, okay? So we're going to go on, and I would like to introduce another game. Probably you know it. But it would be interesting how you work in different teams of detectives and suspects. So, who would like to be detectives? Any volunteers to be detectives in the group? Okay, detective, One detective is not enough, okay? Because half of the group should be detectives. Okay, Max, you don't mind being a detective? Okay, we have one more person. Would you? Okay, what else? Okay, and now suspect. Suspect, don't mind being a suspect. Okay. You would like to be a detective? You will be a detective? Okay. So the game is called Were You Really at the Theater? So listen to my scenario. Don't show your cards to your partners. So I have already divided you, split you into two groups. But unfortunately, we're a little bit passive, so that's why no alternative. I just distribute you the cards. But you may ask the students before who are willing to be detectives, or have you ever been suspected in committing a crime? So, listen, yesterday evening someone broke into our school. And a large amount of money was stolen. So top secret how much, but yes, believe me, it's a true story. So half of the class, you are suspects of the crime. You have, all of you have to sit together and just to go to one corner of the room, or just to stand together. It will be better if you just crowd and just discuss all the elements in one corner of the room. You need to invent a story with all the details and prove that you are absolutely innocent and that you haven't committed a crime. Okay? Detectives. It's clear that the group of detectives, you are looking into the crime, investigating the crime. You have to ask questions to each of the suspects in a group, in turn, to find out whether their story is the same, or probably they will be jumbled, and then it will be easy to find out whether they are lying or telling the truth. So, and detectives, you need to ask at least 4 questions each suspect in the group. Finally, the jury detectives, you will have 2 minutes to decide whether they are guilty or innocent. If their story is absolutely the same and details absolutely the same, sorry, it's not this group who has committed the crime. If no, okay, you've cracked them, and unfortunately they all would be sentenced and spend some time in the prison. So now you read your roles, you have a minute to flip through the lines, and the group of suspects, one corner of the room, detectives, another, okay? So, 2 or maximum 3 minutes for you to get ready with the task. Stand down, don't stick to the sitting place, don't go down a little bit.
Wow.
I think it's questions.
So are we going to ask each other? No, we're not gonna ask. We're gonna compare. So shall we write down? Write down.
You may write down details, or just remember it's up to you. For the students, it's better to write down, to make notes.
So is it one detective per suspect, and then we come together, we join the dots, or
One detective asking individual suspects, okay? One individual. And then you have formal decision that you
yeah, so
You have to ask
all
for
of them.
each of them. No, in fact you can choose at least one suspect
One.
and ask him or her the question.
What was the last episode? Maybe it's
Let's share the questions. Which questions are you going to talk?
Okay, the first question.
This is Sherlock Holmes. Have you seen Sherlock Holmes, the series?
Just
The Sherlock Holmes. This will be repeat. Cumberbatch. Okay.
The best performance which
Yeah, it was the mono playing, yes? Okay, you read.
Let's go.
But the second question is which actor gave the best performance?
Cumberbatch? There was no choice.
No, yeah.
people.
Okay, the last 30 seconds before the battle.
Yeah. So let's go and keep their skinny.
Before the class finishes, or we finish at 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah,
That's fine. Okay.
you ready?
Yes, we're
Yeah, details of course.
Because you have all the clues and all this.
everything's
More
tight.
suspects. It's a little bit more difficult.
Of course. Because when you make up things, so
And we dropped
Ready we need?
okay. Probably let's think what the questions are. So name of the theater. What was the theater where you watched the play?
Забыла.
What was the play? Title of the play. What was the plot of the play? What type of the play?
What did you have?
Correct.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Leading actors. Give me the names of the leading actors.
We were at.
High time to start the battle. Okay, suspects, come back to your sitting places. Can you please sit in front of each other? The group of detectives and the group of suspects. Yeah? Okay. The court procedure is starting. Okay. So, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna interview
So,
Wyskovsky.
yeah, just sit in a row in front of each other. Suspects, please take your seats. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
You are in the court. You will sit in front of the oh, okay, it's up to you. The students they prefer sitting in front of each other.
Okay, keep your eyes.
Go ahead,
boy. Okay. So,
yeah, 1 to 1. 1 to 1, yeah. It's been said.
okay. So, what was the name of the yeah. How do you spell that? Okay, name of the play you it's a story.
The main person in the board, and this lady is among the suspects. She's so kind and so and your name is Olga. Very nice.
Your name? Okay, what do you watch? He said it's a story.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
sir.
Okay.
It's
What's the plot? What's the plot of the story? What happened?
This is a story about one man who was trying to
No, you're not supposed to swap girls. So just then detectives will have 1 minute to decide whether suspects are guilty or not. Just the group. Just wait. Just wait. You've caught a cold, or you are.
Fifth day. Oh, I think Irish is very
Yes. Now you know. Okay. So the last meeting, please. Detectives.
It's just because I
Would you drown them now?
I think you were
Right.
and or at least pretended to be.
Have you ever taken drugs? And
No, we were talking about our work, so that's
So you don't drink?
Okay, so we are
And you don't remember who Hamlet was? Okay, who was the leading actor who played Hamlet? I'm asking you again. Have you ever taken drugs? Okay, so how many people? How many are How many people were there? The audience.
We are playing
Okay.
Where are you sitting? In which row?
Sorry, but it's high time, and the final verdict will be in a minute. So the group of detectives, ladies and gentlemen, go out of the classroom and just discuss whether they're guilty or not. 1 minute time. Suspects, relax, and wait for the final verdict. Okay?
What did you say? What did you say was the last thing that you did? Or that they did?
he asked Schaturnaya question.
Oh, yeah.
About the road, about.
So Max, in fact, is a very experienced detective. So
Well, I was
that's why he used lots of approaches, deductive approaches.
I think he asked.
Unexpected questions. Not the ones from the list.
Well, we'll see who will win the battle. And if you have stolen all the money, then just think what are you going to do with it.
What row? Who was sitting next to you?
I was asking front row.
I didn't remember as far as in front of you, behind you, next to you.
I said there was a old man in front of me.
Moving all the time, just wiggling. Okay. So let's ask them whether they are ready or not with the final verdict. So, who will be guilty? Okay. So the suspects are on pins and needles and waiting for your final verdict.
She said that they talked about work.
Yes, about work.
And
And what is
The same.
the same?
Work.
Okay.
so what did they do?
I don't care.
So
After the play,
they went to a cafe.
They went to
It's nice to go to the
sitting. They were sitting in a
We didn't actually
In
have
one
time
row.
to discuss
But
that
that's
one.
Yes.
But I'm sure she did.
Are
Uh-huh.
two other places.
So,
Are you ready for your final verdict?
very just.
1 minute.
And so, 1 minute. Hello. It's too long. You don't have 1 minute.
The last scene? No, my person.
So okay.
They're
They're
coming.
They're coming. Are you trembling? Because she did.
They are organized criminals. They're trying to tell.
Whereas, you know, like it's a huge sum of money which has been stolen. So, hello.
Yes.
You have no time.
But I think
Go
it's
out.
enough of evidence.
Okay.
So all of them.
Alright. So, we'll be responsible. Introduce the final verdict. Mr. Chief Judge, you're welcome. So, what is your decision? Whether the group of our suspects guilty or not? Whether they have stolen the money or not? What have you decided?
Well, we have a lot of evidence, and we join up all the dots, and we came to a conclusion that all of them are guilty because the people we dealt with were organized criminals. Again,
Really? How do you know that they're guilty? They
Well-
haven't been caught red-handed. Can you give some evidence?
first of all, the fingerprints.
The fingerprints?
They match.
the theater, but
Yeah. Also, they barely know who Gambit Who Hamlet was. Better than
No,
so everything is against them. So
everything is against.
we
Even
have,
Tim Cumberbatch.
Okay, so they're
We also-
supposed to spend in prison for about 10 years ahead? No?
no,
No? Longer?
they'll be sentenced to death.
All of that. Okay, so
Why
thank
not?
you so much. Okay, so thank you so much. Well, I hope that you enjoyed being involved into this activity. For you teachers, it's easy just to present the alibis, to ask each other the questions, and even to make notes, a kind of a mind map. Who was sitting in front of you, behind you, on the right, on the left. But believe me that for the students it's extremely difficult. And detectives usually, we don't have enough time. I think that about 25 minutes, sometimes even 30, that's a good amount of time which can be spent dealing and playing this game. So, and what about the grammar patterns which can be highlighted during this exercise? Past simple, present perfect, what else?
Modal verbs.
Modal verbs, deduction, might be, could have been, okay? So, all things. And of course, the final wording. Evidence, justifying your verdict, because you need to justify, and probably this technique will help the students to pass even collaborative tasks, interaction patterns. So it's fun, it's good, it's just moving when they're stuck to the same place, and in fact I liked it. Yeah, what about you? Okay, so one more game, which is probably, well, I use it when I need to focus on subjunctive mood. And we need one volunteer, one student to go out of the classroom, and we'll need one person to be described, okay? But it should be a top secret. We will never just even show that we have chosen this or that person. So one volunteer out of the classroom, and then in 30 seconds come in. Who wants to? Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you. Okay. So. When Nina comes in, she will ask the question, if this person were just a fruit or an animal or a holiday or just something else, what would, okay, he or she be, okay? And you need just to answer the question, yeah? So now, who do we choose?
No.
You see that he's top secret?
No.
Top secret. Yes, nice. You're welcome. Listen, the only one question. So if this person in our group were a holiday, what holiday will this person be? Okay. Can you just ask the students in the group and try to guess who is that person you chose?
Okay, if it is music, what music would it be?
I think rock music. Yeah, something crazy.
Okay, if it's
African drums.
Alright. Okay, no, the present. Alright. If it is an animal, what would it be? A fox, I think. Okay, if it's hairstyle, what would it be?
We're getting closer.
Rapunzel style.
If it is a country, what country would it be?
Yeah,
Spain.
Spain.
Island. Okay. If it is a fruit, what would it be?
Banana.
Mangoes.
Is it me?
Oh yes! Nice, perfect. So you were trying to help me now. No, from Madagascar. So a perfect game to practice subjunctive mood. Like everything. And structure usually is a very big problem. Is this person or what would be the animal, the fruit, etc. So, and if you do it several times in several rows, the students, believe me, will remember what is the form and how to use the question formal subject include. And of course, it helps them to know each other better. And then at the end of the class, you may say, listen, who is the person who is crazy about eating exotic fruit, mangoes? And you associate this person probably with Brazil. And oh, of course, it's Nina. So it helps to make the record with the students a little bit warmer.